Hi, so today I've got the pleasure of introducing Richard and Will from Equipment for Garages, and they've been a customer of ours. God, Richard, how long? When did we first meet?
2008.
2008, and do you know how we met? We met at exhibitions, didn't we, at E-commerce Expo?
Correct.
And we were just talking, we just had a great meeting about digital marketing and social media, and we were saying how in our opinion, exhibitions have kind of died now, isn't it? And everybody's online and doing digital marketing, and they're out there. I know, Richard, you're a little bit nervous about social media, so I'm going to speak to Will and say, what's your opinion on digital marketing and social media, and in conjunction with Equipment for Garages?
Well, it's been fantastic to basically harness the sector of the market that we're looking for, which is the detailers, the enthusiasts, and the people that want to use the kind of homegrown products that work for them. So it just, it harnesses people that are kind of working on projects with their, Supras and the cars that they want to put spoilers on and all the rest of it. So generally, other than the business side of things, just getting involved with people, staying connected is fantastic.
And what would you say for Equipment for Garages and where we've been involved at Advansys is as being the best channel for you from a social media perspective here today?
I'd probably
Hard
say.
Question,
I'd probably
because
say
there's so many, right?
I was just thinking over that. Probably Instagram, would you say?
No, we've got to be proud of our YouTubes, I think.
Yeah, actually YouTube, I would say YouTube a million %.
And I think I've got some stats on here. I think on your YouTube, and you guys should be proud of this, and I think, as Brits, whenever we don't kind of shout out, do we? We don't give ourselves some gratification of what we've achieved. Like this month, you've had 12,324 views on YouTube. It's not bad, right?
That's not too bad.
Over 12,000 people have seen you guys on YouTube.
That's Richard's baby. He's proud of it.
So imagine, would you have got that in exhibition, in a show? 12,000 views, 12,000 people.
In the past I would have done, but whether or not today.
You wouldn't, would you?
Probably not.
No, so we're converting him already on social media.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And what do you do on YouTube? Are you kind of telling a story, or are you educating your audience, or are you selling products? What's your kind of strategy on YouTube?
We try and educate people what to look for when they're buying equipment.
Yeah.
And there's some how-tos on there as well, and kind of troubleshooting as well to some degree. It kind of highlights different things that people might make mistakes on, and how to use things safely as well.
So if I had the opportunity now tomorrow to go and buy a Ferrari, and I had a small garage and I was looking for a lift, how could you help me?
We could help you with a parking lift to suit the size of your garage, and if you're going to acquire a collection, we could offer you a series of parking lifts.
So is that where the knowledge would come in to help me? Because I'd be clueless, right? I wouldn't know what kind of lift to get.
I would say so. You could consult either one of us really, and we'd be able to tell you based on your dimensions what might be right for you.
Yeah.
And depending on what sort of work you want to carry out as well, that's where the kind of the nerdy side and being a petrol head comes into it.
Yeah.
If you tell us about a specific project, we might be able to tell you what would be right in terms of the lift that you need and the parts of the car that you need to access.
And I think that's what social media is allowing you guys to do now, right? It's allowing you to educate your audience as a fair value exchange and give that knowledge, so then they can come and work with you and be a partner. Would you say that's fair to say?
It helps us connect with the individuals, I think. Like in your first question as well, I said about how if we speak to somebody and they're kind of individually letting us know exactly what they want to do, it's so much easier to exchange over direct messages and that sort of thing. Whereas emails, they're brilliant, but they're very formal and they're not as instant to respond.
No, I'd agree. And you said YouTube. So what else? I think you mentioned Instagram. Is that right, Richard? And I think you've just started on Instagram. And if I'm right, and everybody, when I sometimes speak to clients and they've not been on Instagram, they're not even got a handle, and they go, oh God, I don't know where to start. I'm going to look like an idiot because I'll have no followers. But it's kind of like every winner was a beginner, right? You've got to start somewhere.
Exactly.
And you guys have just started on Instagram and kind of started to be a little bit more consistent on your posting. And I think you've reached over 1,000 followers, and that was one of your iterative goals, right?
Yeah, it was just try and make us look established and try and kind of reflect the presence that we've got online and the years trading, and try and bring it up to the 21st century to show people what we can do.
And what kind of education are you doing on Instagram? Is it so here for our audience now, if they wanted to find you guys and then find your handle, do you know what your handle is?
It is, yeah, it's just Equipment for Garages. Yeah.
There you go, Equipment for Garages.
Equipment for Garages.
So if I was going to go on there, what would I see from a post? Is it posts? Is it videos? Again, is it knowledge? Is it tips?
It's early doors. It's developing, isn't it? But it's some of the stuff that you've worked on through YouTube, and we're kind of repurposing that to show everybody on Instagram at the same time, and a little bit of advertising here and there, and kind of collaborating with people.
We're working on a popular products at the moment that suit DIYers.
There you go.
Nothing else.
Yeah. And I think that's where we can help, because, you know, we were just talking about before, you know, we've just had Easter bank holiday, we've got the May bank holiday, we've got the Jubilee, you know, here's the time now to get those products out there, right, and to bring that product into what's happening from a seasonal perspective. Even if it's only putting a little bit of like British flags, that kind of comes in with your ethics, isn't it, being, you know, best of British. You can leverage on what's going on with the Queen's Jubilee with your products, believe it or not, because we're all going to be at home for 4 days, aren't we?
Yeah, million percent. Long weekend gives you some time away from the kids.
Exactly. So this again was where the digital marketing comes in, doesn't it? And do you know what? I'm really proud, and especially you, Richard, because you know, we've had a journey together, haven't we? You know, we've built the e-commerce site. It's B2C, it's B2B. We've done different types of digital marketing campaigns like search engine optimization, and we just did a keyword, didn't we? And you were on. Okay, well, I'll be truthful. You were on page 2, top of page 2. But how many results was it? It was like 40 billion.
Yeah, I think it was something crazy. Something crazy. Too many zeros to count. Yeah.
You know, hats off, right? So now from an SEO strategy, the key is to get that landing page, that money page, from the top of page 2 to the top of page 1. But to be there, you know, for out of 40 billion results without really doing a lot of SEO, it's phenomenal, right? And I think again that's where we need to take. You know, we're doing a bloody good job here. And the key now is to keep the strategy and keep with the consistency. Would you say?
Yeah, help us get into the 21st century a little bit more with
exactly.
Advansys, yeah.
So then that's working as a partnership. And I think again, you know, when we're talking to customers, you know, we looked today, we talked about SEO, PPC, YouTube, Insta, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, Google Business Profile, conversion rate optimization, social ads. It's like, you know, you just get so much over. What do you do first? So today I think the meeting's been great because we kind of honed in into certain products. You might be launching a new brand, a high-end parking lift brand. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
And then with those launching of concentrating on certain products is then understanding which channels you should market on to drive the traffic to the website, and then once you've got that system, then you guys can go, oh, I'm going to do it for another set of products, I'm going to do it for another set of products, and I'm going to do it for another set of products. So yeah, honestly, it looks really promising, and the future looks great, and you can see the enthusiasm in Will.
Yep.
You're looking a bit scared there, Richard, but the thing is, and this is the art, and this is so British. Richard knows so much about lifts and garages and tech, and so knowledge,able. We're just bringing him into the.
Got to lure it out of him. Yeah. Got to get you
But
connected.
social media is moving quite fast. You know, even with Twitter being bought by Elon Musk,
yeah.
That's going to change again. So
it is.
It's a changing marketplace, and it's hard to keep up to speed with it all. That's why we need companies like Advansys.
Oh, thank you. Oh, see, that's the love now, isn't it? It's the love. But yeah, so I know we had a set of questions. We've kind of just gone a bit freeway, but that makes it more, you know.
Yeah, it's authentic.
It's authentic, and then, look, the TV's come off now, so I guess that's the time to shut up. So
yeah.
I'd honestly like to say, thanks, Will, for letting us do this short interview with you and Richard, and it's great to see that you're doing so well, and it's great that we're still working, you know, as a partnership, and that there's more to come with equipment for garages and Advansys. So yeah, you're welcome.